BLSH debuted just about a week ago, currently down 1.97%. This is Thursday, the 21st of August. So, what's the latest with the stock? Yesterday, the 20th, it closed at 62.89, a gain of 5.68%. Let's see now. IPO launch, Bullish debut on the 13th. At its peak, it printed a gain of 218% intraday spike from its IPO price, raised roughly $1.1 billion, giving Bullish an initial market cap ranging from about $5.4 billion to over 10 to $15 billion at its peak. So, ARK Investment, that's Cathie Wood's fund, has recently increased its stake in the company. Okay, it now holds 1.16 million shares, roughly valued at $73.85 million. IPO Structure and Innovation, funding in stablecoins. The IPO proceeds are totaling about $1.15 billion were settled entirely in stablecoins like USDC, EURC, and Ripple's RLUSD, marking a historic first for a US listed company. Okay, and they are held in custody by Coinbase. So stock is still volatile. I don't really think of in the last couple of hours it's no longer that volatile. We can see here this was yesterday. I think it's now stock between 56.38 and $64. Well, it still doesn't mean it's not that volatile, but yeah, in the last couple of hours now, its volatility has dried out. So let's see what we have. Not enough, not a lot, not a lot of data, obviously. Yeah, like indicated earlier on, we're noticing that it's now stock between 56.38 and $64. I'm going to show you. We can actually see that here. We can see this was as of close of yesterday. You could still take this even though it's an aberration. Yeah, it is 64. I said 64. This is 63.75. So yeah, hasn't really gone beyond that as such. It hasn't gone beyond that. Yeah, there are a couple of projections on the stock. If you take that's it, the intraday low of 56.38, and then you take the peak of the IPO price, then you get an impression of the wide trading range it has. So the peak was $76 or thereabouts. We might be able to see that here. Yeah, no, it's not $76. It's actually 118. So between 118 and 56.38. Yeah, so nothing fresh going on there. Um, More IPOs coming in. Gemini files for an IPO. The Winklevoss twins are behind this crypto exchange. Okay, so Klarna is gearing up to debut to list its shares. Yeah, we've seen that already. I don't think we have any fresh news from BLSH. So yes, that's just the brief update. Nothing fantastic is going on or has gone on since then. Yeah, it's just that it has been tight. It's been the range has now been capped for the last couple of hours. Let's just put it that way. We'll see whether it's going to continue to do better. Let's see now. We could also try and see what the probabilities are saying. We can come down to the 1 hour chart and see what we can use. Yeah, you see what I mean here. It's clearly spelled out here $64. Since it fell all the way down to $56 or thereabout, it hasn't been able to go beyond that. So let's see now. We have this projection of okay. Let's try something ambitious, more ambitious. Let's look at this 77.79, and it has up to 1 to 5 data points. Yeah. So let's some 7.62. Let's see what the probability of it retesting that will be. Remember that okay, this is where the moving averages are. So fortunately, we have one so far. So if the moving average here is greater than your target, then you have a 50% probability of that target printing. So let's go. So our target is 7.62. All we need to do, come over here and place the cursor on the price, the previous price. Yeah, our projection is 77.18. Is it? Our projection is 77. Let me get it again. Our projection is 77.62. Okay, 77.62. So we need to place the cursor here, 77.62. Slightly up here. It's a bit tricky. So we take some 7.65. So the moving average is less. So we have a slightly less than 50%. But this is only the first out of five data points. We slide again to the second one, some 7.62. We take some 7.65. So we have 76.34. It's less, increasing it. It's deviating from 50% more now, given the second pickup, second value. So we have 78.114 has increased, I think, yeah, slightly back to where it was before, slightly, yeah, just, yeah, a lot closer to 50% now. Slide again, 77.65, slide again. No moving average there, no figure there, no figure there, nothing. So I think it's just slightly below 50% that it can retest 77.62, 77.62. So yeah, see what you make of BLSH. Let's see how active this market is. Um, People are selling. Somebody's just selling two shares there. Okay, so just have a look and see what you make of BLSH, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.